RichTheMan Mike jokes about nerfing Hercules on Twitter and sends people into a frenzy. Some people got mysteriously banned, including this MCOC YouTuber. We'll look into a very odd situation. New relics added. We take a look at them before they come into game on July 14th. And we round up all the Battlegrounds bugs, because there's a few at the moment.
I've gotta go. Gotta take Sabretooth for a walk.
Sabretooth needs walkies. Is he kind of like a... Yeah, anyway, yeah. He needs walkies, apparently. In any case, hit the like button, subscribe with post notifications on all. Support. And now let's kick things off with new relics. Yes, new relics are coming to the game on the 14th of July. If you go onto the website, you'll be given information of what they are. The relics in particular are Mr. Sinister, Spider-Man 2099, and Ghost Rider. Information of these relics are as follows. So what this has been labeled as is the Degeneration Boost relic. This may be a kind of game changer, maybe not when it comes to amplifying damage in incursions. I'm interested to try this out with the likes of Doctor Doom, just mainly for that. But I don't know. I haven't read any of this, so I don't know 100%. Especially because it's saying Purgatory, Ebony Maw, and Mojo inflict a stagger debuff for 8 seconds. That helps out. And next degeneration effect gains 35% potency, inflicts 35% degen vulnerability passive for 4 seconds. There's also Vicious Judgment. When inflicting a degeneration vulnerability or stagger, gain a non-stacking 10% vicious passive, and that is getting a 10% potency and increases the potency of passive damaging effects. There's also other things as well, like Ample Inequity. When inflicting a degen vulnerability, that you gain a non-stacking 10% amplified passive. And then you can have other things like attribute stagger duration, attribute power gain potency, and attribute 10% direct damaging effect potency. So yeah, could be really good for the likes of degen amplification in the likes of incursions. It doesn't just have to be about this. Could be any Mystic Champion that you choose some of those degen based hacks. The Spider-Man 2099 one, on the other hand, is doing physical vulnerability. I'm actually interested to pair this with Spider-Man 2099. They're recommending Spider-Gwen, Spider-Man, or Spider-Man Miles Morales. But they've got physical vulnerability effect to gain potency for each wither, taunt, or innovate on the opponent. And also when the champion is immune to a buff, or when one expires naturally or is nullified, inflict 10% physical vulnerability. So that could help out with a lot of champions, to be honest. Might even be interested to kind of like... Well, yeah, actually, I think this might be a good Overseer one. I'm interested, yeah, because there's a taunt debuff with Overseer. So yeah, that could be a really good pairing, especially with physical vulnerability. Yeah, I might try this. It depends on how things stack up with this, but I don't know, actually. I like what I've got relic-wise on my Overseer, so I'll have to see. Thoughts in the comment section, who are you pairing it up with? And finally, the Mr. Sinister one, which is called Self-Bleed Relic. This is interesting. When the striker exits, inflict a bleed debuff on the champion, dealing 0 direct damage over 4 seconds, which is weird. Striker debuff has an independent 50% chance to trigger again. Colossus, Namor, Toad, Storm additional. The striker debuff has an independent 100% chance to trigger again. When the bleed or immune to a bleed, gain a non-stacking 20% standard precision passive. Oh, actually, I think this may be very good for Iceman. I'll come back to this. I'll do some content on that one, on some theories for this. But I think that the Mr. Sinister one could work out well, because if you gain precision, you gain crit rating. What happens with Iceman? Crit rating, or doing crits, equals doing, is it triggering the cold snap or frostbite? I can't remember, it's one of the two. Be interesting, because the champion is bleed immune. So yeah, we'll look to like try it out, but yeah, like what? NAN attack rating. Nan attack rating. Your Nan gets an improved attack rating. Good for my Nan. My Nan is I'll have to give her a call at the weekend and say, by the way, you're gonna get better attack rating. What? Oh god, while bleeding. Okay, well I'm not gonna say that. It's not even a joke, man. That's stupid to say that. Stupid boy, Richard. Funny enough, that's what she'd probably say to me. In any case, right, we move on to Battlegrounds Bugs. Battlegrounds has had its kind of like, well, I think every season's a bit scuffy when it comes to like launch, and this one was no exception. So there's a bit of a points issue at the moment, and also the disconnect bug. You can see this player here. Sorry to hear this from Sukan, and they basically got disconnected partway through, and that's sad. Honestly, like winning when you, I mean, look, if you win because someone disconnected, I mean, you're probably like, yay, go me. But at the same time, it's terrible for other players because it's like, that's Elder Marks loss, that's energy loss, and it's still something in a new season we just haven't seen dealt with. Kabam don't even mention it anymore. They don't mention it. They don't mention it at all. I think they might have mentioned it like a few seasons ago, but it's just not being dealt with. It's so weird. And also, like, other people are questioning the points side of things and points breakdown. Hi, I'm Sir says, can someone explain how did my opponent get more points from the duration even though they took longer than me? I don't know. This is kind of like something maybe part of the new system of points earning. Maybe not. That's just an assumption based on that. But there's some weird stuff. And we continue on with some other stuff. And even like Monash has kind of like mentioned it when it comes to how this stuff breaks down. This is quite the bug to have during the biggest season of Battlegrounds. The thing is, lots of people are mentioning the scoring side of things and how it works and how it breaks down, because it just becomes a bit weird, you know, because 34 seconds versus 91 seconds to kind of like kill off a fight. And it's like you're looking at it going like, well, what's the deal here? There's some weird stuff, and I don't know. I'm just kind of I am baffled by it when it comes to the general performance of Battlegrounds and where it's going. Sometimes you think it's going well, and other times not so much. And now we need to move on to something that I don't know. I think Kabam should get involved with having a look at this in more detail. Battlegrounds points not calculating correctly. So some of the people from my Discord mentioned this yesterday, and I felt that it's, you know, we should really kind of go into this. So as Captain Dante, who is one of the mods in my server, says that solo event points are calculating correctly. So just remember that. Solo point, fine. Solo event, fine. But alliance event points are off. In Bronze 3, I received 2,550 for 2 losses, each using Elder Marks, and was at 5,100. Won a match, got correct points, 4,700 for a win, plus the 2,650 for a match, and bumped up to Bronze 2 and went to 12,450. Lost a match in Bronze 2 and got 2,610 points. I'm currently sitting on 15,060, but should be at 15,300. Interesting. And also, like Matt said that. So when so what I can tell you is this: solo 2,250 for playing, plus an additional 4,500 if you win. If you played X amount, lost that. 6 times for ally event. 2,650 for playing, plus 4,700, etc. Total 54,700. My score is only 53,100. There is 1,600 points missing. It may be a small amount, but if that is 1,600 missing just on day 1, simple math says that this rate it will be 44,800 by the end of the season. Someone I know has played just 1 and won it. Solo points correct. Ally points, however, are 6,870 when they should be 7,350. So there seems to be a bit of an issue at the moment as to how points are calculating. And as I said, if anybody from Kabam is watching, go and check out the link in the description on the matter. But other people are, coming up to say that this has happened to me too. The individual BG score is calculating correctly, but the alliance BG score is not. And yes, I know the points for wins and losses are different between individual alliance. I'm currently missing 500 alliance points. So the thing is, if you may notice this or may not have noticed this. This could come a bit of a surprise. I haven't reset this or refreshed this forum thread in a little while, yeah, just again, more kind of info, more people coming out about this. So yeah, it's it looks like players are experiencing this issue. Kabam should go and take a look at it. So yeah, that's been a bit of a roundup on the Battleground stuff. It looks like there's some scuffy things still going on and lots for Kabam to investigate. But I'll try and see if there's an update over the weekend, and hopefully Kabam And now we move on to Kabam Mike kind of stirring the pot when it comes to the player base. Thing is with this, I think that it's a bit of fun. It's banter at the end of the day. I think if you take a lot of these things too seriously, then it is kind of like, look, members of Kabam were saying last year or the year before, something like that, about the extent of they would like to have seen Hercules nerfed, and it's something that, you know, I just don't think is going to be a thing to be done, because it would just anger the player base with stuff. But look, after a while, these god tier champions become, I don't know, like there was a time where Blade and Magic. I played the game when it was Magic, it was Blade with kind of the go-to champions for a little while. Before then, you know, we move on. You know, things happen, things change in MCOC when it comes to like what the god tier champions. Guillotine 2099 had a moment in the sun. Then it moved on. You know, it just happens. But in any case, this was a bit of banter. Kabam Mike said, if somebody leaks the July champions, we're nerfing Hercules. Although it's more of a joke. The thing is, if you understood that it was a joke, you'd already know that it was teased who the first July champion was, and it's just the case. It's in good jest, it's in good fun, which is quite funny, because then I think that some of the league of people then decided to kind of go, well, screw it, we'll just leak out who the champions are going to be for July, because I don't care. But yeah, it kind of like, I don't see it ruffled feathers with people. I don't know, like I just don't. Sometimes I don't think people understand banter with stuff. I mean, even, you know, Demons does say it's sarcasm with a hint of hope of truth. Yeah, it's just banter. I think people get it. I got a lot of people who don't understand jokes. Yeah, as Big Blue says, yeah, it's like, yeah, but it's surprising, isn't it, how people kind of like, you know, take a situation. This is why, and I do advise you. I mean, look, I know a lot of people are more intelligent who, you know, watch my content. Don't turn off global chat. You've probably already turned off global chat, because if you put global chat on, any champion that you like is probably going to be nerfed according to global chat. So yeah, don't ever put on global chat. I saw somebody saying about, oh, you know, someone's been abusive in global chat. Don't ever turn. If you're new to the game, turn off global chat. Do all your interaction in a specific way. You know, get involved with Discords. Iffy with some sites. But, you know, find a kind of good community, you know, somewhere that's kind of safe. Forums is okay. I cover them a lot, but, you know, you can weave between some bad stuff at times. But, yeah, global chat is you'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. But in any case, you know, yeah, it's just a bit of fun. I think people got that. Jokes and all aside. And now we're going to end on a very interesting topic, and that is players getting randomly banned. Now, here's the thing, like the whole situation around this wasn't the original post. I think a post was taken down where it basically gave more kind of information to this, that even like some people were randomly banned and they were like, I didn't cheat. And look, I'm sure people at the stage would just go like, and in first impressions I was like, I'm gonna have to watch this thread and see how it evolves over the course of like several hours, and it did, and it was kind of like and another thing is here, like people are disagreeing, right? And that's the thing. People may have quickly jumped to the conclusion, and that's why I said I had to like leave this for a few hours to find out what was going on. I'll talk about behind the scenes in a minute as to like what and why this happened. Kabam Systems, the way that they operated with kind of trying to get data and also what the data was interpreting based on, I want to say, some sort of like program, algorithm or software, was basically indicating that some players may have been cheating. Maybe that was and the way that it kind of like got the data, it kind of like, yeah, just interpreted it very weird. It latched onto something incorrectly, and because it's done that, it then went and processed a ban. And by the way, this has happened before. So you know, Kabam soft, and we've even talked about it on the channel. So if you've watched the channel and you've kept up to date with the MCNs and coverage, then you'll know that this service that Kabam have been using, or this kind of software, algorithm, whatever, has done it before. Obviously, they're getting better with this, and they're getting quicker to try and, like, you know, deal with people. It's not perfect. It's lots of work needs doing to it, but it was so weird. It was more weird because as Nick136 was live streaming, so he's starting his live stream. I'll put a link in the description. By the way, support Nick. He's close to 10,000 subscribers. Get him up to 10,000 subscribers, will you? Like, this is the live moment right here where he kind of, like, I don't know what to kind of, like, make of this situation, because he's just kind of, like, you know, just chilling and boom. It's like the reaction is just like, I don't know, it's not me. Piccolo says log in now. So if you have been unbanned, Nick got banned due to some technical issues that Kabam resolved, and that was also affected a few others. If you aren't unbanned right now, that means you were banned for other reasons. So there's going to be people that were banned, and you know, this is the Curse Lion says just checked, I got unbanned too. So there you go. But it's it'll be a 7-day ban for some people, but it got resolved, you know. But interesting. That's been the show, I think. Yep, thank you very much to everybody for supporting, watching the channel. Shout out to those that are YouTube members, Patreons, also those at our twitch.tv /RichTheMan live, Amazon Prime. Subs, thank you very much. I really got to get sorted with the live stream. Problem is, it's just been busy. We've had a lot of stuff MCOC wise that I've had to do, so yeah, apologies for that. I will try and get back to live stream, but as I said, like, this is going to be my second week of the new job, so just trying to find a balance which works with content creation versus streaming and stuff like that. But anyways, thanks very much for watching this video. Check out some other content which will be located on screen, and I'll see you all very soon. Much love, everybody. Goodbye for now.